Sketch the graph of f of x equals 2 times 2.5 to the negative x plus 3. State the y-intercept and asymptote. So first thing I would do here is analyze the function. Let's take a look at it, get a rough idea of what the curve will look like. So we have 2.5 to the negative x. This is an exponential function. And I know that since 2.5 is greater than 1, then the graph of 2.5 to the x would be an increasing exponential function. Look roughly like that. But since it's a negative x, right, since the x has been replaced by a negative x, remember that gives us a horizontal reflection. So we're going to reflect that about the y-axis. So then 2.5 to the negative x is going to instead look more like this. It'll be a decreasing exponential function. Okay, take that, multiply it by 2. The 2 is a scaling factor. That's going to stretch it vertically, but it's not going to give us any vertical flip. So then 2 times 2.5 to the x is going to have the same basic shape, but instead of being at 0, 1, right? Instead of being at 0, 1, it's now going to be at 0, 2. But otherwise, it's going to have the same basic shape, and that should be asymptotic there. And so then finally, add 3 to that. That's going to take the entire curve, move it up 3 units. So now, 2 times 2.5 to the x plus 3. So that's going to take my asymptote as well and move it up 3 units. So let's take that whole curve and shift it up 3 units. Well then, my y-intercept was the point 0, 2. Let's move that up 3 units as well. So then I have the point 0, 5, and it's now asymptotic to y equals 3. And so I get a curve that looks roughly like this. And I've done most just through that analysis, just through that thought process and understanding the transformations, I have most of the work done here. So we now know the y-intercept is the point 0, 5, and I know that the asymptote to the curve is the line y equals 3. So let's just use a scale of 1s on each axis. So 10. Let me mark the asymptote at y equals 3. I've got the y-intercept at 0, 5. And now let's find one more point on the curve. How about we let x equal 1? So let's evaluate f of 1. So that would be 2 times 2.5 to the negative first plus 3. 2.5 to the negative first, that's 1 over 2.5 plus 3. So I'll use a calculator here. Let's see, let's clear that out. 2 times 1 over 2.5, that's 2 divided by 2.5. And add 3, that's 3.8. So I have the point 1, 3.8 as another guide point. 3.8 is about there. And so there's 2 points, 2 good guide points for the curve along with the asymptote. And so then I'll just sketch the curve. It's going to look something like that. And so there's the curve.